Going through my teacher preparation program, I was constantly learning new things, reflecting on my practice, and innovating. When I first began teaching, I continued to have this excitement for learning, but somehow this excitement for professional learning has changed. Blame it on the whirlwind, the time of year, whatever it may be. Teachers just like me dread days they have professional learning. It requires hours of writing subplans to then sit and listen as someone lectures. We then return to our classrooms, throw away a few worksheets we were given, and go about our day. Is this motivating? Is this effective? No. Teachers are used to interacting, moving, and engaging with their learners. This is not what teachers should feel toward professional learning. As a district administrator, you have the power to inspire teachers and remind them of the hopeful mindset they once had as a beginning teacher. Teachers have a love of learning. We can cultivate effective professional learning in our district. The Center for Public Education has found that most professional learning doesn't improve teacher practice or lead to greater student learning. On average, districts spend between 2 and 5% of the budget on professional learning. In most cases, this is spent on workshop professional learning, the sit-and-get model that is not effective. Do we expect our students to learn from the sit-and-get model? Would the district be okay with us teaching our learners this way? Then why subject our teachers to an ineffective model? With effective professional learning, teachers and students could both learn and grow to inspire greater change. We can embrace the idea that learning is about having the time, resources, and support to reflect and try new practices. Effective professional learning follows key principles that lead to greater success in districts. We could do this in our district. Currently, we have 2 PD days at the start of each school year. We're busy getting our classrooms ready and are too preoccupied about class sizes in the first day of school to implement new teaching practices the following first few weeks of school. And then professional learning stops there. A keynote speaker and 4 to 6 breakouts won't lead to change. It can't happen in one day. Teachers require hours and hours of professional learning to successfully implement new practices. We could have time pre-scheduled throughout the year to develop these practices. Teachers can have the entire school year to have significant ongoing time to learn the new strategies the district wants us to implement. Learning occurs over a long period of time. We could allow teachers the time to practice and be coached on how best to implement. With our new blended learning model, iReady PD could be our first step towards successful implementation. We have teachers on special assignment. Why are we not using them effectively? They host breakouts during PD days, and then when else do we see them? Are they responding to our concerns and questions? The answer is rarely. This is deeply concerning. The district pays for 5 teachers to coach others, but they are not being utilized. We need their support. They could be attending weekly PLC time to facilitate our reflections on our challenges with implementing these strategies. Presenters at PD always make the joke that they know the kindergarten teachers from the high school teachers, by the volume and amount of talking and distractions. It's a joke that gets laughs, but doesn't that show us even adults cannot learn passively? Like kindergartners, we need to engage with our learning so we can make meaning. PD could get us talking, sharing, and expressing ideas about new strategies. We could feel inspired to take this back to our students when we have time to conceptualize how it fits into our world. Modeling in the sit-and-get professional learning is a story about a school miles and miles away. This is expected to inspire us, but did we see how they did it? Do we know how to do it? No. Modeling could be going into each other's classrooms and seeing our peers in action. We don't get to recognize how much we can learn from each other. I sit in PD that's generic, almost always focused on teachers of learners that are different than my own. What do I do when this happens? Zone out. The district pays thousands of dollars a year per teacher to have rooms where half the teachers are not listening. We could tailor all teachers to be included in the discussion with grade level specific PD. Our TK team is lucky enough to have a bit of this, but the kindergarten, first grade, second grade, and so on need it too. Knowing others get it and see the value in our classrooms is enough to want us to grow too. We could bring back experience and pictures to allow for change in our own classroom. Right now, are you okay with the sit-and-get? It leads to less student growth and more teacher frustration. We could embrace these principles of effective show-and-go professional learning, leading to motivated teachers that inspire our learners district-wide.